Raising a power to a power in 2 minutes. When you raise a power to a power, you keep the base the same, but this time you multiply the exponents. Let's take a look at the first example. You'll see here that the power of 3 is being raised to the power of 4. And any time a number touches the parentheses, you multiply or distribute. So in this case, we're going to multiply this exponent of 4 times this exponent of 3, giving us w to the 12th. In this example, we'll distribute the power of 2 to the power of 5, giving us a to the power of 10. In this one, we're going to distribute the power to every single factor inside the parentheses. So x squared is a factor, 2 times 2 is 4. Y to the third is a factor, 2 times 3 is 6. And z is its own factor. And you don't see his power, but there's an invisible 1 there. And 2 times 1 is 2. Remember, you keep the base the same, and you multiply the powers. Every factor has a power, even if you can't see it. 4 has its own power, r has its own power, and t has its own power. Now you can't multiply an exponent times a coefficient. That you can never do. So we're going to multiply 5 by the invisible power of 1 to get 4 to the 5th. 5 times the power of 3, which gives us 15, and then 5 times the other invisible power of 1. And our final answer is 4 to the 5th, r to the 15th, t to the 5th. Keep the base the same, multiply the powers. All right, pause the video and give these a try. The first one will be a to the 56th power. The second one, keep the base the same, multiply the powers. Now in this one here, don't forget, you're going to multiply by the power for x, which is invisible 1, and the power of y. So we're going to get x to the 4th, y to the 8th. Same is true for this one. You're going to multiply by the base's power, which is an invisible 1, as well as x's power, which is negative 6. Giving us 2 to the 3rd, x to the negative 18th. Now don't forget, it says we have to write using positive powers. Only this part has a negative power. So only this part is going to flip over. So 2 to the 3rd will stay in the numerator, but x to the 18th is now going to go into the denominator. And a fraction is our final answer. For this last row, we're going to multiply 3 times because we have 3 factors in the base. 4 squared, x to the 8th, y to the 12th. Same thing for this last question. Don't forget that a in the middle. 3 to the 4th, a to the 2nd, b to the 10th. And that's raising a power to a power.